Before the video starts, I'm looking for mods for my new Discord server. Join in my bio if you're interested. So, you've never played Thundercall before. Well, you've come to the right place, because I'm going to tell you what the difference between Surge Path and normal Thundercall is. And so, many people get confused about this, especially the newer players that joined before or after Surge Path was added. But I'm going to clear up all the confusion in this one video. You see, I have been quite the Thundercall user. I have been using Thundercall for a little over 2 years now. Here is a picture of my first ever completed build using Thundercall Hero Blade before Hero Blades were good. Hero Blades used to be horrible. But I'm going to get to telling you what Thundercall and Surge Path does. The card itself reads, "Your lightning no longer applies shock. Instead, it applies surge. At maximum stacks of surge, your opponents will overload, sending arcs of lightning in every direction." You see, now what this means is that your lightning will not shock your opponents, making your moves less comboable, but in return, you will get surge stacks. And what surge stacks are, is every time you hit someone, it'll basically apply a surge effect, or it has a chance to. And once you build up enough of these surge stacks, they will eventually overload and will cause you to do a lot of damage to the opponent, and that will be the trade-off for not shocking them. As well as, Surge Path also comes with 4 other talents: Fried Circuits, Closed Circuits, Catalytic Strike, Human Battery. Fried Circuits overloads the enemy with Sap for 5 seconds, and what Sap does is it will greatly weaken the enemy's power and will increase your damage on them. The next talent, Closed Circuit, is when your surge stacks fail to overload the enemy, it will do additional damage the next time you overflow them. The next one, Catalytic Strike, is when if you posture break your enemy, you will overload their surge stacks. And finally, we have Human Battery. This one is if you're out of ether, it'll use your surge stacks to pay for your next mantra. And just in case you didn't know, Surge will turn your lightning blue, but I'm pretty sure that's pretty obvious. Okay, and for basic Thundercall, on every mantra hit, it will proc Shock. And what Shock essentially does is it will make your mantras way more comboable, applying stun on each hit. As well as with the Surge Path, you can get almost every Thundercall talent. I don't think that it blocks out any of them. Now, you must be thinking Surge Path must be great. You get more damage, you can get every talent, there's no downsides, right? Well, you're wrong. You see, with Surge Path, it makes comboing a lot harder because there's way less stun on every move. Even though you are getting that damage in, if you like to combo with mantras, it is definitely so much better to use the normal Thunder. But which one should you be using on your everyday build? And you see, it actually does depend on your build. I'd say that if you are going 2 mantras and Thundercall is one of them, I'd say you use the normal Thundercall because you always have another mantra's damage to rely on, and you could always use Thundercall to combo extend. But if you are just going Thundercall, I think that Surge Path is also very good because that damage is definitely really good for Thundercall, as well as it could really help your build. Especially if you have a mantra based build, I would definitely go for Surge Path. Especially because Surge Path does not have any downsides except for the fact that it takes away your shock. Now here are the best mantras for Thundercall and Surge Path. The first 0-star Thundercall mantra you should be picking up is Jolt Grab. You should put a Blast Spark on this to make it a TP move. This one is just really good for mix-up and comboing. Could start your combo, but not in the middle usually. Next up we have Electro Carve, can be edited with a Magnet Spark and a Blast Spark. I recommend the Magnet Spark, but the Blast Spark variant is also very viable. The Magnet Spark variant will throw it at the user and it'll basically make it a projectile, and the Blast Spark will make it a AoE move. Another 1-star mantra you could pick up is Stormblades. This one is really good when you posture break somebody because it does a really good amount of damage, and I would not modify this mantra at all. This next mantra is honestly optional, depends on your build, depends on how you like to play, is Lightning Impact. What it does is that it'll throw you up in the air and then you'll get thrown right down. There's a card that you can do and it'll shoot lightning shocks at it. It's a pretty good card. I would pick it up if you do grab this mantra. I wouldn't modify it. It's pretty good. It's optional though. I would grab it. Our last 1-star mantra is going to be Thunder Kick. This one is honestly a must-have. At level 5, it will posture break somebody, which is good to use into Storm Blades. I would definitely pick this one up. No modifiers for this one, but yeah, this one is a must-have. Next up, for a 2-star mantra, we have Grand Javelin. This one is a must-have. You must pick this one up. You can use a multi-spark on this one, and it'll shoot out 3 of them. I personally don't like to use that, but some people do. It really does just depend on your playing style, but yeah, I would pick this one up for sure. Okay, and then we have a 3-star combat mantra, which is Rising Thunder. This one is a must-have. You need to pick this one up. This one is a great combo ender for sure, and if you just throw this out at any time, they won't expect it. And for mobility mantras, I would pick up Lightning Cloak. Your other option is Lightning Assault. I believe you could pick up both of them, but if it comes down to it, I feel that Lightning Cloak is a lot better for Charm of Conflict. But if you are going to be doing ganks and stuff, Lightning Assault is definitely the way to go. Last but not least is Lightning Stream for your support mantra. I would pick this one up, but I would only use this one at close range. Do not use this to try to pull people in. It will not work. It is so obvious. But if you use it at close range, almost no one will ever parry it. There are 3 honorable mentions. There is Flashfire Sleep, which is a Thundercall X Flame Charm mantra. This one is really good. I would pick this one up if you're going Flame Charm and Thundercall. Next up, we have Iron Tether. This one is a Iron Sing and a Thundercall mantra. I would also pick this one up. This one is very OP, and this one is really good. You can also modify it with a Multiplying Spark to summon more, and a Magnet Spark to allow it to move. I would modify it with the Multiplying Spark and a Magnet Spark, to be honest. And last up, we have Tempest Blitz, which is honestly my favorite hybrid mantra of Thundercall. It is basically Geppo from GPO, and if you don't know what that is, it'll do 2 hops in the air, and then it'll come down, kind of like Lightning Impact, and it is really good. If you have any more questions about Thundercall, feel free to DM me on Discord. I will also leave the Thundercall Deepwoken wiki in the description. It has all your talents, all your mantras, and explains in full depth. As well as you can go into the Deepwoken Discord and ask questions in the question server. Most people will answer you almost instantly. It's a good way to ask questions if you're newer to the game. But yeah, that will be all for this video. That is the Ultimate Thundercall Guide, and I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.